Hello, potato. So for those of you who like waiting to the last minute to do your holiday shopping, the last minute is here. It's the last weekend before Christmas. The last day of the last weekend before Christmas. Which means before we get out and do our shopping, we need to start out with a hearty meal. Which means it must be breakfast time. Yes, today we're going to start out with a nice hearty bowl of Elf on the Shelf, a Christmas tradition, sugar cookie cereal. Doesn't that sound wonderful? No, it doesn't. But sugary cereal is not going to be enough today. Today we need some caffeine. So we're going to go a little extra and make ourselves some espresso. Now, every year, Starbucks, Pete's, Dutch Brothers, whoever you are aligned to, puts out eggnog lattes. And I thought, well, why not eggnog mochas? And the answer is probably going to become very evident because we're going to make one. I've done a little prep work already. We've got our coffee, or not coffee, we have our coffee mug with some chocolate down on the bottom already. Shh. We've got this loaded up with a nice fine grind of Major Dickinson's blend from Pete's Coffee. And we're going to get that going. Using filtered water, of course. We're not trying to sabotage this. Which means we need some steamed eggnog. Now, I don't have a steamer, at least I don't have access to a steamer at the moment. So we're going to do the old-fashioned, old for me, milk frother. And I'm going to do a mix of our eggnog here with some milk. Not just because I think this is going to be horrifyingly sweet, but because this works on a magnet. There's no actual mechanical mechanisms in there. There's a little disc in the bottom of this that spins from a magnet in the bottom of that. And I worry that the eggnog is so thick that it's not going to allow it to spin properly. And we won't get properly heated and hopefully frothy milk. So let's get those going. Sorry for the view of my arm. Lid, always lid. And all right, so those are going. That's our milk working. So let's get on to our cereal. So, Elf on the Shelf, a Christmas tradition, a forced meme if ever there was one. Sugar cookie cereal with marshmallows because it wasn't sweet enough. Artificially flavored, good thing to tell you that because I might have thought this was natural sugar cookie flavor. We have a little QR code if you are interested in such things. You can scan that and see what Kellogg's wants to sell you. Back into hopefully some sort of focus. All right. We have a little comic strip on the back. Deep in the Arctic, hidden by snow, lies Mrs. Claus's sweet shop, which sits all aglow. Every elf on the shelf, in its red and white suit, stops by each night to recharge and reboot. Ah, they are robots. Mrs. Claus's sweatshop. Oh, sweet shop. Sweatshop is Mr. Claus's shop. They eat fine desserts like cookies and cakes, but the best treat of all is the one Mrs. Claus makes. She uses a gadget unique in design to create elf-sized cereal that's simply divine. Mrs. Claus makes the best treats. With a poof, the oven makes a cereal to savor, full of shimmer and stars and sugar cookie flavor. Poof! The elves take their spoons and dig right on in. It's the most fantastical cereal that's ever been. I'm going to learn to read and speak one of these days. The recipe was way too good not to share, so she wrote it down with special care. And there's actually a recipe on here that does not appear to be written in English, or indeed an alphabet. Catch the pieces. Yum, I think families would love this. Inspired by the North Pole's tastiest treats comes a yummy cereal for families to eat. To learn more about the official cereal of the North Pole, parents go to elfonshelf.com/Kellogg's. All right, what's in this? Well, it's only 150 calories before you add milk. That's not great, is it? Ingredients: corn flour, sugar, wheat flour, whole grain oat flour, dehydrated marshmallow bits. So that's the official name of those, bits. All right, let's crack her open. Take a look at them. Elf on the shelf watches you poop. We're all festive in here, isn't it nice? Now, that espresso maker actually works pretty well. It's kind of an equivalent of the, the stovetop ones. So it produces a decent amount of espresso. Honestly, I mean, for making amounts, it produces more than the style where you pull them yourself, you pull shots. This produces quite a bit. That little line there, that's how much it fills up to. You can also, from that little line there, it's been well used. Because you should never trust kitchen equipment that is immaculate, because that means nobody uses it. All right, let's pour us a bowl of Elf on the Shelf sugar cookie cereal. I am not seeing, oh, here's some. I'm not seeing marshmallows in here, but yeah, this is mostly sugar cookie. I had a piece. Where did it go? Yeah, there's not, I mean, marshmallows seems to be because there's literally two. I mean, look at this. There's not. Can you see that? There's not a lot of, I mean, I'm not seeing marshmallow. I mean, I saw a piece in the bowl. And I think I'm out of focus now, aren't I? Oh well, you will just have to deal with it. I saw a marshmallow bit in the bowl, but I don't see it now. Or I can't find it. Oh, good, our espresso's brewing. All right, let's stop worrying about the location of the marshmallows. Hopefully they'll float to the surface. So here's our little sugar cookie cereal. It's just a little star with some little bits of, looks like some yellow cereal stuck to it. And they come in red and they come in green because that's festive. Trees and blood. All right. Well, it doesn't taste like a sugar cookie. It's sweet. It just tastes like generic sweet cereal. All right. Let's try it. Oh, it gets everywhere too, doesn't it? Let's try it with some milk, because that'll make it better. Stir that up. All right, let's try a bite. Yep. That is pretty shockingly sweet. And marshmallows. Do we have marshmallow? Oh, there's a marshmallow bit. We have a marshmallow bit. It is a tiny, tiny little bit of marshmallow. And, yep, it's that same packing material marshmallow they put in all cereals. All right, well, looks like our eggnog is all done. I don't know if it frothed up. Let's find out. Ow. That was stupid. Reaching in front of the steam spout on the espresso maker while it's blowing steam was not smart. Well, I don't think we got a lot of foam here, but we don't usually in this. We tend to use lower fat milk in this house, and it doesn't froth up really at all. But, oh well. Let's pour all of that in there. This mug is way too large for that amount of milk. So I don't know how visual this is going to be for you. All right, let's get our espresso though. We're going to pour some of that in there. And now I need to wash the tablecloth. That's why I use a tablecloth. Let's make this good and strong. And of course, gotta finish it off. It's not gonna be very visual, but we gotta put a little bit of nutmeg on there. All right, so we can get you a visual on that, and we can't. It's just not gonna happen. And doesn't look. I mean, it looks chocolatey, which is not normal for an eggnog latte. Doesn't smell good. Chocolate and eggnog are not a good scent mix. All right, well, it's not as horrifying as I thought it was going to end up being. I'll be honest there. It tastes mostly of the eggnog. I don't really taste a lot of chocolate in there at all. And I put a lot. I put in quite a bit. I put in like 5 spoonfuls of the chocolate we usually use for making mochas. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. It's not great. I think I can see why it's not on anybody's menu. But yeah, I'll probably finish that. And then I will use the rest of this espresso to make something good. And yeah, I think I've wasted enough of your time. I've certainly wasted enough of mine. We've got shopping to do. So sugar up, caffeine up, hit the stores and spend your money. And make the people you love know you love them by buying them nice things. And let the people you don't particularly love know that as well by buying them less nice things. And we will see you tomorrow for the, second to last Advent calendar video. See you then.